Hey, what's up, you guys? We're Ron&Don, and today we're going to be talking about A Perfect Circle's newest album, Eat the Elephant.
Yes. A Perfect Circle, the secondary project of Tool's lead singer Maynard James Keenan and company, have come out with their newest album, their fifth studio album, but technically like their third album where all the songs are theirs, because they had that A-motive and E-motive thing where they had two original songs on some of them, and it wasn't really them, but it was. But yeah, this new one here, Eat the Elephant.
After what, 14 years?
Yeah, after a 14-year hiatus.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it was a hiatus, a break. They just didn't really want to write any music, and Tool hasn't made any music in 12 years.
Yeah.
It's been quite a while for Maynard and company.
But they're back.
They are back.
All right.
Let's just dive into it. First track, Eat the Elephant. What'd you think?
I was thrown aloof.
Thrown aloof.
First track, because I was expecting this big banging instrumental to start off, but it's really just a very slow piano-driven song that kind of makes you feel sad, and you're like, well, if this is going to be the whole album, do I really want to listen to it all the way through? Because you start off with this one, and it's like, eh. But overall, it's a really great song. I enjoyed it a lot. The piano sounds so good throughout this whole album.
Yeah, I love the piano on this. I just like the melody of the piano in this song, and I like Keenan's voice on it. This track... This track gave me kind of a Portishead vibe. If you've ever listened to them, they're a pretty good trip hop band. But I got a lot of vibes from that, this slow thing. Yeah,
it was really good. It feels like a song that would fit better in the middle of the album.
Yeah, probably not a good opener. Maybe if it just had a little more in it, it'd be a pretty good opener. But yeah.
Yep.
But then we get to Disillusioned.
I loved this song a lot when I heard it. Piano, super powerful in this one too. The vocals are where he really stands out in this one, I feel like, and there's a lot of emotion in this song too. And then it kind of towards the middle of it, it kind of makes you want to cry, and then it starts to build up, and it's like, whoa, this is really good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good track. I didn't like it at first, but after multiple listens, it grew on me. Most of this album grew on me a lot. Because before reviewing this, we listened to their earlier work, and it kind of had a heavier kind of vibe, but still pretty experimental, atmospheric metal.
Yeah.
But the problem that I kind of had with this song was that I wish by the end of it, because it's really just the same song twice, but the second time just has more instruments a little bit.
Yeah, it builds a lot more in this.
I really like the melody and everything, but I just wish there's just one more thing, maybe one more passage or verse or something in the song instead of it being the same thing twice. But it's fine because it's still a good song, but that's just my personal thing with it.
Too picky.
Look,
okay.
Man.
It's okay. And then we go on to The Contrarian. What do you think about this one, Brandon?
I enjoyed this track a lot. I like the piano in this quite a bit. I loved the vocals. I loved the atmospheric aspect to it. And the melody. The melody was super catchy.
Yes. I just love the overall feel of this song. And then that bridge part where it's got that really eerie kind of guitar sound. I loved that so much.
Yeah, that was great. The piano does stick out quite a bit just because it feels a little more dense than the previous two tracks have been. And that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pretty nice effect to it. But then the first single that was released after 14 years of no A Perfect Circle music, The Doomed.
Man, what a
great
track. It's so
I love
good.
This song.
The drums are banging in this one, dude.
Yeah, the guitars are just building up to this incredible thing, and his vocals are super raspy and just
yeah, it just feels so full.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
Yeah.
It's just, oh man, and then the bass comes in, and I wrote down, this song is epic.
Yeah.
I love it.
It is such a nice change of pace, too, after the first three tracks.
Yes.
It begs me, it makes me want so much more with the rest of the album after this song. man, I love this song.
Mm-hmm.
Good track.
It's very good.
And then the album just takes a complete turn, or the band takes a complete turn, really, because they've never written a song like this. So Long and Thanks for the Fish.
Man, I wasn't expecting this at all. The vibe this song gives off is so happy and exciting, and I love it. There's so many elements to this song, especially there's strings, the piano is so good, the drums are so good, his vocals are killer in this one, and the melody to this song is so great. I love it so much.
The melody's really nice. It's just such a weird song to pop up on this album after those first 4 tracks, and I was like, whoa, okay. And it really grew on me, and I looked into the lyrics a lot more, and it has these alludes to David Bowie and Prince and Princess Leia, but really Carrie Fisher.
Right.
But I was thinking, I told him when we were listening to this, I was like, this is probably one of those songs where it sounds super happy and has those super dark lyrics, and it is. The lyrics are about a nuclear disaster that's about to go off, and
oh, good.
But then we get on to probably my favorite track on the album besides the Doom, Talk Talk.
It's such a good song. The feel to this one is super good. And on this one, I feel like the instrumental itself is what is the most powerful part of this song. His vocals and the message behind it is really good, but the instrumental brings it all together with this one. And it's just overall really good. Yeah,
definitely. The instrumental's pretty great on the song. I really liked it. I liked his vocals on it too, and the lyrics are pretty thoughtful as well and powerful about, instead of saying thoughts and prayers, why don't you actually do something? It's got a pretty good message for today's time. And I love when he just gets super loud and says, "Get the fuck out of my way." I love that so much.
Yeah, and you find you hear his raspiness in his voice during it.
Yeah, you get that kind of Tool singing in there, and that's pretty nice. I always like when Maynard sings like that. But then, okay, so we're halfway through the album now, and by the second half, it just kind of dips in quality, just because I kind of get a little bored with some songs, like By and Down the River, just not really much to the song that makes me excited about it.
Same with DLB. I mean, I know it's
DLB
kind of
too. It's an instrumental.
Interlude type instrumental, but I mean, it's kind of slow.
Yeah.
And then especially with the closer song, Get the Let Out, it's so good, it drags on too long.
It drags on quite a bit, and the lyrics are very repetitive. I mean, I'm sure there's a message there that he was beating on your head and everything, but I just found myself really bored with this track. I did like the staccato strings that were in there.
That was really cool.
That was pretty nice, but if it were just probably 4 minutes or 5 minutes instead of 7, it was a little long. But the standout tracks, I think, on the back half are Delicious, Hourglass, and Feathers.
Feathers definitely was so good. The piano in that one is fantastic. And then you hear he harmonizes in this one, and I like that a lot.
Yeah.
It's just overall a really nice song. But yeah, Delicious was really good. And Hourglass was good.
Yeah, Hourglass had a pretty different vibe because it sounded so much like if Marilyn Manson and Jonathan Davis, the singer for Korn, had a baby, and then that baby sang this song. That is exactly what this is like. He's singing really weird, really outlandish from A Perfect Circle record and any song on this album. So that really sticks out. I like that a lot. Yeah. So overall, what were your likes?
Oh, man. Overall, the likes I had with this album was, first of all, the production overall of this whole album is flawless.
Yeah.
It's so well done. The feel of the whole album is great. And then just the piano plays a central theme in all their songs, and I love that. But yeah, it's just so much was well done. Making this record, which after 14 years, it's needed.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I really enjoyed the instrumentals. I really enjoyed the lyrics too. He always writes a lot of thoughtful lyrics, especially with Tool. So it was nice to see that in here. The performances were great. The production was great. And with their earlier albums, it felt like the songs and the structures of them and just the instrumentals were all crafted in a very thoughtful way, and especially with their earlier albums too. And this one's no different. So I really liked that.
Yeah.
A lot of creative melodies and elements in this album. Yeah. And then I like how there were like surprises, like Hourglass with his voice, and like So Long and Thank You for the Fish.
Yeah. It was overall really good, but like the only negatives I had with the album, it just kind of dragged on towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, by no means were they bad songs. It just kind of got a little boring in a couple of them, but
yeah, I agree. Not any bad song on this album. Just they were dragged out a little bit by the back half, and I just at some points in songs I found myself pretty bored and just wanting a little more with them. Not a bad record at all.
So Brandon, what would you give this record?
I would give this a B+.
A B+.
Yeah.
I'm also giving it a B+.
There you go. We agree.
Yeah. For once. No, we've agreed
Yeah,
a few
we've agreed.
times.
Well, catch us next time.
Thanks for watching.